Summertime. It feels like I've been waiting for this season all year. Which technically I have been. It's the season where I feel things come alive, particularly between the months of May and June. Possibilities for sketching on location increase as the weather becomes milder and I feel the call of the wild beckoning me to go outside more and more. I've certainly been enthralled by the wildflowers this year, and they appear to be so much larger and bolder than other years previous. Red campion, wild mustard, spring squill, sheepspit, kidney vetch have all looked so vibrant. At the beginning of May, the bluebells made their appearance, and I took time to sketch them in the woods. Mesmerised by all the bells and birdsong, I attempted to capture them.
How big these are. It's beautiful light. Oh wow. The tree has fallen down, but it's stopped growing new shoots.
Kidney vetch came next, and I discovered vast areas where their yellow heads covered every inch of ground. An old quarry looked like a furry yellow carpet had been installed. This was a sketch I did at Church Cove overlooking the cliffs and the kidney vetch in the foreground. I used a mix of media, trying out some different techniques and having fun just putting pen to paper. Then came the pops of mauve and fuchsia as the whistling jacks, foxgloves and sheepspit sprouted up all over the Cornish hedgerows and along the lanes. These sketches were created as I was recording my Explore and Draw podcast. I called it The Path Down to the Sea, and then I did another sketch just focusing on the island and the sea and the boats. It was a really hot day and a lot of my neocolours were actually melting. It's the season of birthdays in our household as Tony and I celebrate our special days in May and June. We celebrate by taking trips out and about, walking, exploring, looking and listening. This group are called the Red River Singers, and they were singing at the opening of the exhibition at Castle Barton. The exhibition is a photography exhibition which features portraits of farmers who farm around the Lizard Peninsula. We often go out for walks and know exactly what to expect on the path. However, sometimes we explore places that are a little more unfamiliar to us.
The farmer here takes an innovative approach to holding the gate together.
With his belt, fastening it.
Fascinating.
We can find ourselves getting lost, encountering many dead ends or, in several cases, a herd of curious cows. The ground can become filled with gorse and brambles, and our legs and arms end up covered in scrapes and scratches, making progress hard work. It's in those situations that we are tested. Will we turn back, give up, or carry on? I feel like my creative life is like this too. I can tread the well-known path where things are easy and I know what to expect. And for a season, this is really helpful. In fact, it's more than necessary. But there comes a season when I feel I need to take the less travelled path. Taking on projects where I don't know the outcome or how to do all the things. Committing to something that I know will be challenging, or saying yes to an opportunity that will take me out of my comfort zone. It's on these routes that I tend to see growth and get a better understanding of what my work is all about. Back in 2020, I set myself a year-long project to draw a postcard on location every day. I felt the resistance every day in varying degrees, and at times I felt I had to push against a force that told me to stop. Don't bother. No one is going to care. And to some extent that is true. Everyone does have their own busy lives to lead. No one really is going to care if I don't finish this project. However, out of that project, so many new avenues and opportunities have arisen, from meeting people who later become customers, clients, and eventually friends, to building a body of work that continues to bring interest today. The most recent opportunity came in the form of an invite to appear on the BBC's long-running programme Songs of Praise. One of the researchers for the show had come across my postcards of Cornwall Church that I'd drawn several times during that 2020 project. He wrote to me asking if I'd be interested in chatting with them further about my sketching and if I had faith. After several emails and phone calls back and forth, it's now been confirmed that I will be filmed, and so next Saturday morning I will go with all my postcards and pens, run a sketch walk, and chat about how sketching on location and my faith inspires and connects me to the landscape. I'll let you know how it goes. Over the month, I participated for the second time in Open Studios, showing at Llewellyn, where I shared the space with Pippa and Fiona.
Look at the peacock just there. That's where the studio is.
I ran a wildflower workshop and loved chatting with all the lovely folk who came to visit.
Okay, decide whether you go from the stem up.
During the week, I also visited Crixus at her exhibition at Roskilde.
Mel came to the gallery. These are all the deep light colors. Greens and browns and rusts, pencil. This is what both me and Mel uses. Designer's gouache. Okay. Good start, good start. Actually, we'll need to do 27th of May. Okay. Sketching every single day for a year. Well, I skipped accidentally some days.
It looks good though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the Fiona.
And then led a private sketch walk along the cliffs at Mullion Cove, looking at value, in capturing the island stacks and dramatic seascapes. Mid-June, Pippa and I ran our second creative course, leading folk in a 2-day immersive programme of sketching on location and working in clay. The participants produced some wonderful sketchbook drawings, which inspired their final clay pieces, and we look forward to seeing them fired. I hung my originals at Cornwall for their summer season opening, and you can find a mix of prints, cards and zines on display alongside several other artists' work in the gallery and coffee shop. I just want to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to all of you who support me on Substack, either through a monthly or annual subscription. Your support allows me to take the path less travelled. In this month's Process and Play, I'll be sharing about how I use greens, giving you a sketchbook tour, swatching time, and sharing how I sketch with a mix of materials. If you've been struggling with capturing greens in the landscape, this may be the help you need. If you're interested in finding out more about what I offer to those who subscribe, just click the link in the description below. And whilst the weather holds, I continue to go out with sketchbook in hand, taking every opportunity to draw and explore and wonder at what I see, enjoying the longer evenings and calmer days. So whatever season of life this video finds you in, I hope you can stay curious in your creativity. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now. Mel.